So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be talking about the 91 rated Team of the Season Suso card. Now, this is another one of them weekly objective reward items which can be obtained for free. If you want to get your hands on this Suso card, all you've got to do is get an assist with a Spanish player in 9 separate rival wins. It's a pretty simple objective to do, but it could take some time depending on what division you are in. Anyway, in this video today, we'll be trying this card out and we'll be seeing what its in-game performance is like, and from there, I'll decide whether I'm going to keep this card for future use or if I'm going to end up putting this item into an SBC. Just before we get into this player review, if you guys could leave a like rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated, and in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this card and also let me know what you're going to do with it if you get it. Okay, so let's now finally get into things. So here are the 91 rated Susos in-game stats, and I think it's fair to say that after looking at this guy's attributes, it's fair to say he's got some pretty good looking ones. On paper, this card looks really promising. In the shooting section, we can see this item has a 99 rating for the long shots and a 92 rating for the shot power. Those are two very pleasing stats. In the passing column, this Suso boasts a 93 rating for the crossing, as well as 95 short passing and 94 curve. In the dribbling department, this guy's got 95 agility, 98 ball control and 96 in-game dribbling, which is very good to see. Sadly though, he does only have 83 composure. Now, I know 83 composure isn't terrible, but you would expect better for a 91 rated Team of the Season item. Physically, this guy's got pretty average strength of 72, but really high stamina of 99. One thing that is worth noting though before we move on is the fact that this guy has incredibly low aggression, like really low. So this guy probably won't put up too much of a fight for the ball. Anyway, those are just the numbers. We're not here just to talk about numbers, we're here to talk about in-game performance. So let's get into some actual matches and let's test out this 91 rated Team of the Season Suso item. Okay, so for Team of the Season Suso's debut, this is what we have come up against. It's an interesting Premier League / Serie A hybrid which features the road to the final Van Dijk, and that dynamic image is definitely one of the best dynamic images in FIFA 19 in my opinion. That card looks awesome. Anyway, let's get into this game and hopefully we can see what Team of the Season Suso has to offer. Oh, Suso instantly involved, making an interception before going on a run, and he was doing well until he got tripped up by Declan Rice. Plays it wide for Suso to hopefully chase and get on the end of, which he does so successfully. Pull it back onto his left foot, whip it into the box, but there's just not enough on the cross and it's easily cleared by Van Dijk. He's going to beat his man, or at least attempt to. He does actually do well to dispossess Alexandra there. Let's try cross off his left foot again. Got a chance here. Here's Ballack. He finds Suso on the edge of the box, but he's very easily dispossessed there by Alexandra. Henry gets the ball to Suso, who finds Bellerin now. We've got a chance. Suso comes inside, tries to take off the shot, but Virgil van Dijk is in there with his ridiculously long legs. Here's Torre, who plays a nice ball down the right for Suso to chase. How's the cross? It's not bad. Henry, Son has a chance, and Son puts the ball in the back of the net, and Suso does get an assist on his debut. That was a really weird cross. Like, it went straight past Thierry Henry and straight to the feet of Heung-min Son. Chance now for Suso. Can he get the ball off Sandro? He actually can. On this occasion, we're going to try and get off a shot with him. He does well to beat Nainggolan, but then the finesse shot that he tried to take off was blocked, but he's got a chance. But he takes it with his right foot. He goes straight at the keeper. So at half-time, as you can see, we have headed in at the break with a 2-0 lead. If I'm being fully honest, I'm not overly impressed with Suso's involvement so far, so hopefully in the second half he can get himself a bit more involved and maybe get more involved with the attacking moves. Got a chance down the right now. Suso is actually doing really well up against Alexandra, showing some really good balance and strength to get past him, but sadly he's lost the ball there. Well, there you have it. I think Declan Rice is about to have an early bath. He's picked up a second yellow for a foul on Suso, and that'll be the end of his game. That'll actually be the end of the full game because my opponent has decided to rage quit. So what are my first impressions on this Team of the Season Suso? it seems alright. It doesn't seem anything too great at the moment, but it also doesn't seem terrible. The dribbling seems very good, but yeah, just involvement I'm a bit disappointed in so far. So hopefully in the next few games we can get Suso on the ball a lot more and hopefully see more from him. So let's get into another match. So for game number 2, this is what we are up against. It's actually a 3 at the backside, which features the likes of headliners Heung-min Son and one of the many in-form Mo Salahs. One thing I'm noticing for the second game in a row is that Suso just sits so deep. I want you to get forward, I want you to get involved. Does well there to stay on his feet after being tackled by Hazard. Pogba comes across, but he's still going until he runs into Virgil van Dijk, who is obviously going to dispossess him. Pull it with a nice tackle, finds Suso. What can he do in this position? Suso slides it into Thierry Henry, and Thierry Henry from that kind of range will not miss, and he makes it 1-0. Good bit of play there. Suso and Henry linking up nicely. Suso does well to come inside, but he's held off by Socrates, and unfortunately gets dispossessed just before he's able to take off the shot. And there is the half-time whistle. So at the break, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. It's not been a great first half, to be honest. It's been a pretty boring first half. Suso hasn't been involved as near as much as I would like once again. So in the second half, we're going to change formation to the narrow 4-2-3-1, and we're also going to play Suso in a central role as well to try and get him on the ball a bit more, just so I can test him out, test out his passing and shooting a bit more. There's Suso linking up with Hullet. The ball's being given back to him, but Van Dijk once again shoves him off the ball. Like, Suso's worst enemy in this game is definitely Van Dijk. Van Dijk is just way too good for him. Ball's whipped in by Suso. The header from Socrates. And there we go. It is 2-0. Suso assist. Socrates goal. Oh, that's a really nice ball from Hector Bellerin. And Suso's got a chance to score, but it's blocked. Under pressure, he takes so long to release the shot. Oh, nice bit of play. Got Henry in some space. Tries to take off the shot, but it's blocked. But then Hullet puts the ball in the back of the net. Suso heavily involved in that movement. And there is the full-time whistle. We get the 3-2 win. We actually had a 2-0 lead in this game, but we bottled it. But luckily, we scored late in the game to get the victory. Suso was alright in that game. He was much better in the second half when I switched him to a central role. So in the third and final game of this video, we are going to start Suso from the central attacking mid role from the get-go. So let's get into game number 3. So for matchup number 3, this is what we match up against. It's a very good looking La Liga side which features 4 Team of the Season cards and a prime icon moments, Robert Pires. There's Suso linking up with Henry. He's found himself in space and he's took off the shot, and what a strike that is. And in just under 5 minutes, Suso scored an absolutely fantastic goal from the central attacking mid role. Hullet and Suso link up once more. Going to go for that shot again, but this time the shot is going to blaze well over the bar. Chance. Suso's played through Heung-min Son. Got an opportunity to score here, and we do so. And just like that, we are 2-0 up. And to be fair, we're actually scoring up against the run of play because my opponent has absolutely dominated possession thus far. Oh, nice play from Henry. Slides the ball inside for Suso, but takes a bit of a heavy touch and Ramos dispossesses him. Thierry Henry slides in Suso. Can he get the shot away? He can. And wow, we just got very lucky. Suso's shot has deflected in off one of my opponent's defenders, and somehow we're now 3-0 up in the first half of this game. We're pretty much just scoring with every chance we get. We got very lucky with that goal though. There's a chance. Suso beats his man with the flick up, puts the ball inside, and Thierry Henry makes it 4. And Suso has been very heavily involved in this first half. And since we're going into the break with a 4-0 lead, I think my opponent may well be rage quitting. And there it is, my opponent has gone. We get the 4-0 victory, and I have to say I'm very impressed with that performance from Suso. He was involved in all 4 goals in that game. And yeah, we were just very clinical in that first half. As you can see, in the balance of things, the game was actually very even. My opponent had the same amount of chances as I did. I just took more of mine. Anyway, that is the live games now complete. I am going to go play 2 or 3 more games with this Suso item just so I can get a better opinion of this card. I'll see you guys in a second over on the summary page where we can discuss how well this card performs in matches. So after playing with this card a bit more, what did I make of it? Well, there's a couple of things that I really liked about this card, but there's also a couple of things that I didn't like. Let's start by talking about this guy's pace. In-game, Suso feels pretty quick. He's quick off the mark, and he's also pretty nippy once he gets going as well. I thought his dribbling in-game was brilliant. He's very agile, and he's just easy to maneuver. He controls the ball really well, and he's just very fun to dribble with. He's also great for skill moves, so if you are pretty good at dribbling, I definitely advise giving this guy a go, because his close control is very good, and like I said, he's very easy to maneuver. Suso's passing in-game felt very good, his short passing game was great, and his through balls were decent too. I thought his crossing though wasn't as good as the in-game stats suggested, which is a bit of a shame. Now, I'm not saying this guy's crossing's bad, because it's not. It's just not at the elite level that I expected it to be after seeing his very high crossing rating. When it comes to shooting, this Suso has one hell of a power shot. Basically, if you time a shot well with this guy, it's going to absolutely rocket the ball into the back of the net. But if you mistime a shot with this Suso, the ball is going to sail well over the bar. I thought Suso's long shots were great, but his general finishing inside the box, that seemed pretty average, which is a bit disappointing for a 91 rated team this season attacking item. I do feel like this guy's composure let him down. Like, when he was under pressure, his shots lacked accuracy, and it also took him quite a bit of time to actually take the shot off after I'd pressed the shot button as well. Always pass and shoot off of this guy's stronger left foot if you can, because he's got a 3-star weak foot and that right foot isn't reliable. Positionally, when I use this card as a wide attacker, he was good when he got involved in attacks. The issue is from time to time, he just sits back, which, as you can imagine, is frustrating, because when this guy does get forward, he does make some good attacking runs. Aerially, this guy, as you can imagine, he's not really a threat at all. He won't win many aerial battles, if any, if I'm being honest. Physically, I was pleased with this guy's stamina. He doesn't tire easily, which is obviously pretty good, and I was also pretty pleased with Suso's strength in game as well. You saw in the clips that he actually did battle really well against players like Sandro. Yeah, he did get dominated by players like Van Dijk, but let's be fair here. In FIFA, Van Dijk dominates pretty much everyone. Overall though, I think this card's pretty solid. The dribbling on it is fantastic, and the passing is great too. If you're looking for an attacking option to create opportunities, I think this card could be worth trying out. But if you want more of a goal scoring threat in the wide areas, there are many better options available in Ultimate Team in my opinion. So guys, those are my thoughts on the 91 rated Team of the Season Suso item. In the comment section down below, let me know yours. Also, if you could leave a like rating on the video, that would be absolutely great. In the comment section down below, if you do have any questions about this card, be sure to put them down there too. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.